This is our vascular skull model, and it's going to show the blood supply both to the inside and outside of the head and neck. We're going to begin down here with the common carotid artery. Now this is on the left side, so this common carotid artery would have branched directly from the arch of the aorta. If we were over on the right side, my common carotid artery would have been coming from the brachiocephalic trunk or brachiocephalic artery. So this is common carotid artery. I see it split or bifurcate right here, giving me my external carotid artery with lots of branches coming off of it. And then here, my internal carotid artery, which goes up into the skull and will contribute to the circle of Willis, which supplies the brain. Let's look at some of those branches that come off of the external carotid artery. We'll look at the anterior branches first, so the branches that come off and move anteriorly. The first will be the superior thyroid artery. Next, I see, or should see, the lingual artery, which is broken off, but it would be sitting right here, followed by this one, the facial artery. And then I get my maxillary artery coming up and going in behind the jaw. And then I end here with the superficial temporal artery with many different branches. Posteriorly, I've got two arteries that I want you to focus on. I have the occipital artery first, and then second I have the posterior auricular running right behind the ear. Other vessels that we want to pay attention to down here in the neck include this one here running through our vertebra. That's our vertebral artery on the left side. There's also one on the right side. It comes up through the cervical vertebra and then enters the foramen magnum at the back of the skull. Let's pick that one up. Inside of our model. So again, I can see that vertebral artery coming up. I can see it heading into the foramen magnum. And then if I come up above my model here, I can see that vertebral artery on one side and the vertebral artery on the other side fusing together here to make my basilar artery. That basilar artery next takes blood and dumps it into my circle of Willis. So I can take one of the vertebral arteries to the basilar artery to the circle of Willis, but I have another route to get blood to the brain, and that is by taking this, my internal carotid artery, which goes through the carotid canal in the bottom of the temporal bone and pops out right here, also contributing again to the circle of Willis. Now that's on the left side. There's one over here on the right side. There's lots of branches that come off the basilar artery, lots of branches that come off the circle of Willis, but you're not responsible for them in this class.